Apple's iPhone event is right around the corner. It's supposed to happen this September. So in today's video, I'm gonna tell you the new rumors regarding the new iPhone lineup. But before we get started, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet. This video is sponsored by SetApp, an incredible cross-platform suite which gives you access to over 200 iOS and macOS applications without any additional cost. You only need to pay for your subscription and choose the apps that you would like to use. Now, a great benefit is that you can start a 7-day trial for free when you use the link listed down below in the description. So let's start off with great news. Apple is getting back on track with its September iPhone release. Unfortunately, last year, the iPhone launch had to be delayed till October due to the pandemic, but right now, Apple is getting back on track. Now, knowing that Apple usually holds its events on Tuesday, and they're usually towards the middle of the month, the event this year may be on September 14th, considering past dates that we had on previous years. Then, if this date is correct, we should have a confirmation/announcement by September 7th, which is also a Tuesday. Now, let's talk about the name. Nobody is sure how Apple is going to be calling this year's iPhone, but there are two options. There are no major updates expected, so Apple could go back to the S right next to the name of the iPhone. So it could be called the 12S. Or if Apple sticks to the one number being the name of the iPhone, it may be called the iPhone 13. I'm gonna stick with 13 for the video, but there's nothing certain at this point. So the lineup is probably going to be made of the same 4 sizes. So we're probably going to have a 5.4-inch iPhone 13 mini, a 6.1-inch iPhone 13 and 13 Pro, and a 6.7-inch iPhone 13 Pro Max. And the main new features are probably going to be related to camera. So we may have a bigger camera module, thicker camera bumps, and the lens may protrude less, according to schematics seen by Mac Rumors. Something interesting about it is that the sensor shift camera stabilization may be available in all models, not only the Pro models. And we may have an upgraded ultra-wide lens with autofocus and better low-light performance. Talking about video, ProRes may be available for video, which is a higher quality format that's going to allow users to have more editing controls. This is really similar to the Pro RAW feature introduced with the iPhone 12 Pro models, but for video. The only downside is that this is probably exclusive to the Pro models. Something else that could be exciting is that portrait mode may be available for video. So this will allow users to record videos with the bokeh effect, and this is the first time that Apple is introducing portrait mode for video. Portrait mode was released for photos with the iPhone 7 Plus in 2016, and just like the photos, the feature will allow users to shoot the video and then change the amount of blur after the recording. And not only that, we will be able to use portrait mode on FaceTime. So for that part, I am excited. Also, according to Mark Gurman, we are probably going to have more advanced photo filters for photographers. He said that users will be able to choose from several styles to apply to their photos, including one for showing colors at either a warmer or cooler temperature while keeping whites neutral. So this is not going to make the whites very yellow or very blue, for example. And he said that another option will add a more dramatic look with deeper shadows and more contrast. And apparently Apple is planning a more balanced style for showing shadows and true-to-life colors with a brighter appearance. And talking about 5G, according to TrendForce's last report, the new iPhone lineup will support the fastest 5G, which is the 5mm waves, to additional countries, not only the US. And talking about battery, we're always excited to hear that we're gonna have a bigger battery, so here you go. According to the leaker Love to Dream, the iPhone 13 lineup will feature larger batteries. So the iPhone 13 Pro Max may feature a 4,352 milliamp battery compared to 3,687 milliamp battery on the iPhone 12 Pro Max. The iPhone 13 and 13 Pro may feature a 3,095 milliamp battery compared to 2,815 milliamp battery on the iPhones 12 Pro and 12. And last but not least, the iPhone 13 mini may feature a 2,406 milliamp battery compared to 2,227, which is definitely not as big, and a lot of iPhone 12 mini users have been complaining over and over again about battery life because it doesn't last as long. And according to Gurman, the new lineup will feature the latest A15 chip, which will be manufactured using a 5nm plus process. This will result in more performance, decreased power consumption, and it will improve energy efficiency on top of the larger battery. So this will allow users to have a longer battery life because more performance, decreased power consumption, and bigger battery. This is everything that we've been asking for. And talking about the 120 Hz refresh rate, according to Ming-Chi Kuo, the new iPhones will have a new display technology that will enable the 120 Hz refresh rate. And this is also something that we've been waiting for a long time. Talking about the new display technology, Samsung allegedly begun the production of LTPO displays, which will be the ones to support the higher refresh rate. And still talking about the displays, in July, Gurman also mentioned that the new iPhones may have a new feature similar to the one that we have on the Apple Watch, the always-on mode. It is still not clear how this feature is going to work, if we will have the option to enable or disable it, but I'm curious to see how this is gonna be. And last but not least, let's talk about design updates. Unfortunately, there's not a lot to talk about here, but according to Mark Gurman, and we've heard this previously from Ming-Chi Kuo, we may finally see a smaller notch. The notch may be thinner and the speakers may move to the top of the phone in order for us to have this thinner notch. Also, the new iPhones may be a little bit thicker, but it's not going to be as noticeable. The increase may be of 0.17 millimeters, which is not a lot. And according to Max Weinbach, we're probably going to have a stronger MagSafe. So the coils may be bigger, and apparently it could also mean that we may see fast charging coming to the MagSafe, and the magnets are supposed to be stronger. And we've talked a lot about camera upgrades in this video, but there's a tiny design change to the cameras on the iPhone 13 mini and 13. So we may see a different camera orientation in both of these models, and instead of both cameras sitting on top of each other, they may now have a diagonal orientation, which is definitely a little bit different than the usual design that we've seen in previous models. And these are the latest rumors regarding the new iPhone lineup. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.